Much and great pronunciation of my name. It has a lot of R's. Yeah, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about when you see real-world assets and tokenization? You probably think about stocks, treasury bonds, gold, and more. So please raise your hand if you own or have ever owned an asset of this kind already. So thank you. Now, imagine a world where not only easily trackable assets like this one already mentioned, but all kinds of assets have a digital representation. The question is, how do you calculate the risk or their value? My name is Ricardo Ferrer Rivero, and I'm the CTO of Vountain. Certain physical assets, like, for example, historical string instruments, art, classic or premium cars, derive their value from their provenance. But what if this history is not well documented? These markets face challenges with gaps in documentation, counterfeit assets that are not insured to their full value. And this disadvantage is quantified in around half of these assets, about 750 billion, in value, where it's kind of unsure if all this data is fully real or verified. That's why we have embarked on an adventure to solve this very problem. The best way to understand it is to show you an example of how it works with cars. And the solution that we have thought about is based on digital integrity. So, this public and immutable data, so what we're doing in our app is that we have data that you can trust, and we're adding, it's not a marketplace, and it's always kind of the first thing that people are thinking about when they see our product. But we think that in order to create a marketplace, you need good quality data, especially in these types of assets where there's a lot of old knowledge and not a lot of transparency. And it's managed mostly by experts. So what we do is that we create an NFT and we start adding all this data, and it's not really signed digitally by us, but it's signed directly by the experts. So each asset becomes an NFT, and attached to that, there are only information attached to it, which actually is coming from people that have the specific role of adding that information. In the case, for example, of violins and cars, it could be a mechanic or a violin maker, which already has that knowledge, and they have a reputation to protect. So usually they have an incentive not to give false information, because if it's done by the owner usually would have an incentive to drive up the price. So I think the best way of showing you that is showing you a short video of what we're doing with cars already and what the interface looks like. So yeah, here's a short video.
Every classic car tells a story of craftsmanship, ownership, and the passage of time. At Vountain, we make that story verifiable, visible, and permanent. This is Vountain, the platform built to manage, authenticate, and showcase classic and premium edition vehicles. Start with a curated view of all listed assets. Easily search, filter, and explore vehicles across collections and categories. Selecting a car opens its detailed profile with its description, roles, provenance, and the institutions or individuals involved. You can initiate contact with the owner, review current custody, and browse a high-resolution visual history in the gallery. Below, structured records document everything from maintenance and exhibitions to restoration and documentation, each entry digitally signed, time-stamped and stored on a tamper-proof decentralized ledger. Take this detailed maintenance invoice, for example. Every procedure listed, every action recorded. It's not just paperwork, it's evidence of care. Authorized users can add new entries, upload supporting documents, and sign them using a secure private key, ensuring transparency and accountability at every step. All activities are logged in a chronological transaction history, creating a transparent and auditable asset record. Vountain redefines how classic cars are verified, preserved, and passed on. To begin managing your collection with confidence, connect with our team today.
So, like I mentioned, why tokenize if we're not building a marketplace? We believe that the basis for the negotiations are good information, and this will help drive the market value and offer also an efficient and standardized way of exchanging information. And will also open the doors for visibility and global reach while preparing the portfolio for the future. Our first tokenization was a famous cello by Antonio Stradivari, and it's from 1690. And we wanted to start big with a very valuable asset, but we didn't stop there. Right now, we have already over 45 million euros in value in the first version of our platform. But where do we go from here? Our vision is to bring the world of high-value, world-renowned physical assets to the digital world in order to increase their transparency and liquidity. In 2026, we will release the most significant update to our platform that will allow us to add new asset classes, starting with art, classic, and premium cars. Currently, it's only limited to string instruments. Well, also enabling matchmaking between owners and buyers for the first time on our platform. We're currently looking for foundations, family offices, and private individuals with interesting collections. Thomas, our CTO, is also here, and we both will be happy to meet you and answer your questions.